Hey, what's going on? It's Jeff here, and welcome to the Men Unplugged podcast. On today's episode, I'm going to roll out a quick mission for you. It's something that you can implement this weekend. In fact, that's actually what the mission is going to be about. And if, for instance, for some reason that you'd rather just go ahead and implement this mission today, you can do that as well. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and start the timer because what I want to do is I want to try to keep this episode between 3 to 5 minutes. I want to keep it under 5 minutes. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and start it. All right. The clock has started under 5 minutes, so I better get going. The reason why I'm bringing up this particular mission is because obviously the NFL playoffs just started this past weekend. And with that, my thought process is, and I know I'm basing this off my own experience, for my whole life until about 12 to 13 years ago, I would watch every football game. Regular season, and including the NFL playoffs, and especially for the games that my favorite team played. And I stopped about 12 or 13 years ago. And the reason why I did that is because I just found that, it seemed to draw me further away from the Lord. And now being married for 14 years, it just took away time with me and my wife to spend together, as well as now having 2 kids. Now it takes away time from that. And the NFL is probably not going to like me saying this, but I stopped watching sports about 12 to 13 years ago. And since then, I've been able to do so much more stuff, spend quality time with the Lord, spend quality time with my wife, my kids. Now, I'm not always the best at it, but what I've seen is by not watching those games, and especially now the playoff games, I now have that extra 3 to 4 hour time frame that I can do something else. So before I roll out this mission, and you probably already know what the mission is going to be, but before I roll out this mission, I want to ask you 2 questions. And the first question is this, and this is if you watch these NFL playoff games. My first question is this: what are those NFL playoff games doing for you? Okay, so really think about that. What are they doing for you? Now, you could say, well, Jeff, man, I've had a tough week and it helps me relax. I get that. But other than that, what are they doing for you emotionally, spiritually, physically? And the second question is this: what could you do instead of watching those football games that you could do where you could draw closer to the Lord? Spend more time with your wife or spend more time with your kids. What could you do instead of that? So with those questions in mind, here's the mission for this weekend. The mission is, instead of watching those football games, maybe just pick one for the game that you want to watch. Maybe it's your favorite team. Instead of watching that one game for 3 to 4 hours, don't turn the TV on. Don't look at the sports apps. Don't look at your phone for, score updates. Don't do any of that stuff. But instead of that, find something to spend more time with God. Maybe it's read scripture, pray. Maybe it's 15 to 20 minutes. Do a Bible study. Or spend more time with your wife. Spend more quality time with your kids. Maybe it's just, maybe you're not married. Maybe you don't have any kids. And you spent 15 to 20 minutes, in prayer and reading scripture, and you want to do something else, maybe go outside. Just sit outside. Just chill for a bit and not have that screen on. And with that, I'm going to give you fuel for that mission here to help you complete the mission. It says in James 4:8 that when you draw near to God, He will draw near to you. If there's a mission kind of like this that you'd like to hear me talk about on the Men Unplugged podcast, then send me an email at jeff@menunplugged.net. And after you complete this mission, I'd love to hear how it went for you. What did you actually do instead of watching that game? Again, send it to that email. To help you, you can check out my new book, Cut Through the Noise. It's 4 steps to joy, peace, and freedom. And it's really how to eliminate hurry, remove distractions, and connect with God. And to do that, go to jeffjerina.com/noise. That's NOISE. All right, so let's look at the timer here. How much time do I have left? Hey, check it out. I've got 25 seconds left. I actually beat the time. So with that, I'll see you on the next Men Unplugged podcast. God bless.